Lucky Boys Podcast.
You know, there's a lot of things that can be corrected. And I see this even in Chinatown. Look, I see people. I mean, like grandma's still collecting cans. I think most of them do it just to do it, not that they need to. But I see that, and it's like it just breaks my heart.
It does. Every time I see a grandma here,
I know.
Number one, like Asians for whatever reason, in Chinatown, I've seen, it's very rare that I see an Asian person beg for money.
Yeah,
looking for a handout.
But we have
very rare.
Like it's weird because I've been seeing more of that in Chinatown.
Looking for a handout now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It really just breaks my heart, you know.
Yeah, and what breaks my heart is that the 80, 90-year-old grandma with the big humpback slouch, and you can just see that, and they're carrying like these heavy, like they have a heavy stick across them, and with bags of aluminum cans and bottles, and then at the same time they're pushing these carts and they're pushing all these cans and bottles, and it breaks my heart because I'm going, what if that's my mom? What if that's my grandma? You know, what if that's my friend's mom or grandma that I grew up with? You know, like people that I care so deeply for, and what happened there? Where are their kids? Where are their, like, we're not supposed, within our community or our village or anywhere that we live, regardless of race, people in our community, we should take care of our elderly. At the very least, we should take care of our elderly. And to see that and see so many people just kind of walk by without giving two shits, like that's just a normal occurrence, that's also painful to watch. You know, people are just walking right by them. And it just, to me, and I get it, it's like eventually when you're in New York, you just become so jaded with this stuff. And that kind of made me sad to go, I'm jaded from humanity, from something like that. Something that if I watched on a movie, I would feel more than something I would see in real reality. Yeah. You know, something that I would see on Instagram. If someone posted this on Instagram or YouTube video, they would go send out hearts and perhaps donate a little bit of something. Right. But you see this in real life, you're just, it ain't nothing. You know, that trips me out. Yeah. Like, do we have to care only when we're on our phones in front of a screen? You know, there's just something there that's just strange. It's just very strange that people can just walk by another human being that's suffering. And I'm not talking about the whole world, but just New York specifically.
Nah, I get that.
You know?
And then people just get into their own, you know, their own heads and just do what they have to go to work. And I think it's partly because of it's how hard they work, and then so they just zone everything out, you know. I think a lot of New Yorkers are just like trying to get things done and whatever, and they can't pay no mind to, which is terrible because, you know, what you see outside is, you know, there's people just begging on the streets, and they're you know, these grandmas are just sitting on the side, and it's cold out, right? And I'm like, grandma, go home, you know. Yeah,
I mean, it's one thing if you're, I mean, I always talk to Nora about this. If your hands work, your feet work, your brain works, and you don't have mental health issues, and you're totally capable, then you should work towards finding a solution, right? If everything works, then you should work to find a solution. I don't know what that is, right? But everyone's fighting to find their own solution in life. And if you are completely functional, then that's different from someone who has mental health issues, right? Someone who's handicapped, someone who has health issues, someone who's very old. I mean, those are completely different things.